What's up, guys? Welcome to another Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We are back. You might have noticed last week we weren't here. We fucked up again. Our bad. The audio was completely shot. I could not fix it. Yeah, the static was awful.
Yeah, the static or something. Like when we weren't talking, there was this loud fucking just weird noise.
So we will have a podcast this week. I have no idea where I want to put that. No Man's Sky. Someone actually bought it. I got it at a garage sale for $10. Anyways, on to your news. Because that's what we talk about. And drink. That's really my favorite part of this podcast. It's just a reason to drink. Okay, so in kind of serious but not so serious afterwards news, Kevin Smith almost died.
Yeah.
He was feeling pain, I guess, before a couple of shows, and went to the doctors, and I guess one of his arteries, they pretty much medical professionals call it the Widowmaker, had a blockage.
100%.
100% blockage. And yeah, he kind of had a massive heart attack almost, and almost died.
I think he did have the massive
Yeah, he did. He did have the massive.
He cut a show.
He was supposed to. Yeah, he was. He canceled 2 shows to go to the doctors. Yeah.
And they found it, and like all in good time, right? But
yeah, which was like, oh shit! When I found that out, I was glad he was okay. Mm-hmm. But like, man, had he died, that would have sucked. Because like, I love Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith is one of the other reasons why I wanted to do this podcast. We had. I don't think we ever told this story, or why we actually started doing this. We had seen Kevin Smith. He came to Windsor Comic Con one year, and he talked as much as he does, and to the point where they're like, "You have to leave, sir." And he, like, people ask him, like, "How did you do podcasting? How did you get into it?" And he was like, "I just did it." He's like, "If you want to do it, just do it. Get out there." Yeah. And we were like, "Shit!" And like after a year, we were like, "Fuck it, let's just do it," and we did. And obviously, you guys know the other inspiration. I'm pretty sure we told you before, which is kind of funny and which is hilarious because now we do it in the spare bedroom. So, like, yeah, losing Kevin Smith almost was like, fuck, that would have sucked because he's awesome. Like, his whole catalog of movies pretty much are just amazing to me, to the point where, like, I can quote most of the 4 movies as I watch them.
Yes.
Like,
I could say them with them, too.
Yeah, like, that's what we should do one day is commentaries on those. Those would be great. Yeah, so he's fine, which is great. People were giving him well wishes and things like that. Really funny thing out of it was Disney Channel sent him a get well basket, as well as a giant cookie heart with get well. There was a whole quote on it. Wishing you a speeding recovery. Your friends at Disney, and then I thought it said a spoonful of sugar or something.
Some of the tweets or the card said, yeah, a spoonful of sugar helps the vegan go down.
Yeah. Wishing you a speeding recovery. Your friends at Disney Channel get well soon. And then it said Kevin James. And everyone's like, what the hell? Even I almost did. I just did it now. And I was like, wait. I guess he had been in talks with Disney about doing some stuff, which is really weird given his catalog. Excuse me. And yeah, I guess he was saying that, he's just been talking about that. A lot of people confuse him with Kevin James, which I'm like, how? I mean, yeah, they're both bigger men, but like...
Big guys named Kevin.
Yeah, but like, Kevin Smith is like... He's the dude in a trench coat and a hat and a jersey. You can't mistake him for anyone else. He's dressed the same for like 20 years. Even when, like, you've seen him do live shows, like, he's up there in the trench coat, in the jersey, just sweating his ass off, wiping himself off with like 80 towels. But yeah, that was funny. And then, of course, like, I guess, was it Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Chris Pratt had said, like, sending you, like, thoughts and prayers or whatever. And, of course, because of all that other shit, yeah, people ripped into him. And, like, Kevin responded when he was like, fuck off, basically. Like, and then another really thing, people are already cosplaying as Kevin Smith in the hospital gown and, like, heart attack one. Can we get a Funko? So, but, yeah, it's good. He's fine. He's all right. I'm really glad. Now moving on to less serious news, but more of just our bullshittery. We talked last week about, because of the shootings in there, people, politicians, as well as Trump, had said that video game violence and movie violence has become a problem. And they feel that it's an issue and they need to address it. So Trump I think he made a statement or he tweeted out, and he was like, meeting with members of video game industry next week. And the collective industry went, the hell?
Who are you meeting?
Like, who are you meeting with? And a lot of, like, the smaller studios were like, not meeting with us. Jason Schreier from Kotaku put out, like, a tweet and put out, like, his press stuff and was like, is anyone meeting with Trump? Like, who is in this meeting in the industry? And then the ESA put out, like, the headline is, White House says Trump will meet with members of video game industry next week. Update. Video game industry had no idea. So they put out a statement from that, and the ES thing represents various companies. Like they're a lobbyist group, and they represent these companies. So they represent like EA, Activision, and Ubisoft. And basically, it says the ESA and our member companies have not received an invitation to meet with President Trump. The same video games played in the U.S. are played worldwide. However, the level of gun violence is exponentially higher in the U.S. than other countries. Numerous authorities have examined the scientific record and found there is no link between video game media content and real-life violence. The U.S. Video game history, or the U.S. I am really fucking rusty. The U.S. video game industry has a long history of partnering with parents and more than 20 years of rating video games through the Entertainment Software Ratings Board. We take great steps to provide tools to help players and parents make informed entertainment decisions. So that was their statement. And that's kind of where we are. He's meeting with somebody next week. I don't know who. On the backbone of that, the ESRB they put out a thing, and there we go. The ESRB will add a label to include in-game purchases for loot boxes, basically. As pressure from pundits and politicians mount, the Entertainment Software Ratings Board said today that it will add the in-game purchases label to any game that lets you play real money for digital goods. The label will apply to bonus levels, skins, surprise items such as item packs, loot boxes, and mystery awards. Music, virtual coins, or other forms of in-game currency, subscriptions, season passes, upgrades, i.e. to disable ads, the ESRB said this morning. Yay. That really, like, okay, so you added that, but that's really nothing, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, what I just read covers everything. It doesn't, like, I already thought it had in-game purchases on the label. Mm-hmm. So, like, doesn't really curve the anything. And then, that was basically it. They're going to add stuff. It adds nothing to it. It's basically them just being like, we did something, please get off our back. Mm-hmm. Like,
it's Band-Aid.
But, you know, I'm glad. I'd rather have a Band-Aid than nothing, because this is not government.
This is the 500th Band-Aid of the issue.
But this,
Band-Aids don't do it.
This, in terms of at least the in-game purchase thing, does, like, obviously it's not going to curb loot boxes and all that crap, but this does at least slow down the politicians who want to get their hands into this crap.
On the money.
On the money. And you don't want them in the shit. Mm-hmm. Like, they do not have a say in the movie rating system. They do not have a say in the games system. These are all independent people just doing the system to keep the governments off their back. It's the same with the music. It's why video games, music, and movies all made these boards, so the government didn't come in. Because if the government comes in and starts regulating shit, you're fucked, because you're never getting anything. Although, judging how the U.S. government does anything, it'll take them 50 years to figure out what the fuck they're doing anyways. I wonder what the last game, like, Trump even know exists. He's like, Frogger. He's like, it's super violent. The frog gets run over. I can't have that. I gotta tax the frog with tariffs. I'm not sure why, but my Trump kind of sounds like the Cowardly Lion. Anyways, that was really boring stuff. On to some less boring things. I'm going to stay in video games because that's like what basically this list was. Detroit, Become Human, release date, May, for the PlayStation 4. We have a release date now.
I've seen that on
May 25th. Fucking fantastic. I cannot wait to play this game. There's all that crap behind the scenes with like what happened in the studio. I'm just like, I'm going to leave that behind. I cannot wait to play this game. They have a great track record of making games that are just like, holy shit, I can't believe I picked that. What's going to happen? This is Telltale if its engine was fucking fantastic, is basically what this is. So I'm glad there's a release date for that. There was also another little mini trailer, but you guys can check that out. The Yakuza demo was pulled off of the PlayStation. I don't know if it was pulled off the Xbox as well, by Sega, because someone figured out how to unlock the full game from the demo.
Oh, yeah.
So a bunch of, I guess they released this demo, people were trying it out, and then they figured out they somehow unlocked the entire game. And I'm like, holy shit.
Now it's out there.
Now it's out there.
It's out there. You can download it 100%.
Probably. But, so they pulled it off, they're going to fix it to patch it so that you can play it. And I'm like, good for them for the ingenuity to pull this off, to be able to do this. At the same time, you just fucked a shit ton of people who might want to check out this game, and you might have hurt Saga a little bit. By not, like, people can't try.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if they unlocked it and it's a full game, you could download it digitally.
Oh, exactly. It's why digital movies are the way they are, and I have a story about that later.
I go on a website right now and download it.
Yeah, exactly. That sucks. I was on the fence whether or not I was going to check out the demo. I have played a couple Yakuza games. They're fun. They're like Grand Theft Auto, but with the mafia, or the Japanese mafia, which is cool. Yakuza. Battlefield 5 or whatever how they're going to call it is going to World War II. So they just did World War I. Call of Duty did World War II. Battlefront will go to World War II next year in its next game. Fantastic. I finished Battlefield 1. That game looks amazing. It plays amazing. They just need to make the single player longer. Because even you were like, you're done?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And I won't touch the multiplayer. So, but yeah, so there's that. This is cool. David Jaffe said the studio was working on an Iron Man PlayStation VR prototype. So I don't know if he still is or what it was, but like this thing was like full HUD, fucking like Jarvis talking in your ear shit. That's the type of shit I want to see in VR. I want to go around in the Iron, in the suit. I'm like, when I saw that, I was like, that is cool. That would be awesome. I hope someone is working on this. It was underfunded, and the folks over at Marvel had no idea the game was even being worked on. But, like, if Marvel does decide to do this, that would be fucking awesome. Because Marvel has a track record of making really shitty games, where right now they've changed the way they're doing stuff. So I believe Square Enix is working on that Marvel project we teased. And then Spider-Man is being worked on by Insomniac, which should be out, I think, in June, or if not.
I thought more fall.
If not September. It's going to get, they have to get it out before the big wave of release dates, or they're screwed. Like Spider-Man, yes, very popular property. Call of Duty, way more in terms, at least in terms of games. Plus, they got to get ahead of Red Dead, which is October. They can't be anywhere near that. I just want to stay in the realm of games for a minute, and my mouse has stopped scrolling down. All right, fair enough. Fucking, if one tech problem could not happen while I'm trying to record a goddamn podcast, that would be great. The PlayStation Plus Instant Games in March, I believe next year, they are dropping support for PlayStation 3 and Vita games. So you won't, like in your PlayStation Plus, you won't get PS3 or Vita. And I'm like, do it now. Like, no one seemed to care that they were doing it. They're like, oh, the Vita's dead. Vita's been dead for years. Yeah. It's just been chugging along a little bit. And then they said they won't be adding more PS4 games. I'm like, to the list, yeah. So you get like your 2, and then right lately you'll be getting like a VR title. And I'm like, I guess that's not bad, but could offshoot that a little bit. So you get two PS. Right now you get 2 PS4 games, and a PS3 and a PS Vita game, or sometimes 2 Vita yeah. So they're like, you still get 2 PS4 games, and then that's it. And I'm like, all right, whatever. This was just intended for you to play online, and like here was a bonus type of thing. So when they do stuff like this, I'm really not butthurt about it. That is it for game news. We can move right along into... We'll talk about some movie stuff. Okay. There was a story that I want to talk about because it does basically what we've been hinting at forever of like people and DC's bullshit. It was...
no, I'm going to talk about this.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll let you... I haven't read any of this. I kind of just been reading headlines. I knew you would read it, so I'm going to let you talk about it.
So, the other day, I was on my interwebs.
Yes.
Seen an article or a link to a website.
Yeah.
Of, what's his name? John Campillo?
Yeah, I have a name, I believe, right here. From...
That YouTube thing, right?
Yeah, from... what channel was it from? This is like just the rebuttal. I have the real article somewhere. Just give me 1 second.
Anyways, I watched the video.
Yeah.
I watched his video. And all he says, this is where shit gets blown out of proportion. All he says is, he tells the audience, whatever.
Yeah.
He has an audience. So he tells them, he's like, today I heard huge DC news.
Yeah.
That I know is 100% true.
Yeah.
Like, I trust this man who told me. Like,
yeah.
100% true.
Yeah.
And what it is you're not gonna like it when it happens.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose your. He said you're gonna lose your shit.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
Question before you continue: is this guy credible? Has he ever like
the John guy? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he is a
industry, and
he's when he gets stuff out, he's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he has been credible.
Okay.
So he and that's all he says.
Yeah.
I found out some information today. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
When you guys do find out, you're going to flip not in a good way.
Yeah.
And then he even goes on to say that he's like, why he's not going to tell the audience what it is, and it's because he got backlash from spilling some spoilers last year sometime.
Okay, fair enough.
But he said that he was going to he told someone in his crew what the rumor is.
Yeah.
And that he's going to... And they'll release that video when the news comes out.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's all he said. Never says what the news is.
Yeah.
And then the next day, or even hours after, you're reading all this shit that.
Yeah, because fans
and that's what that's the news he was alluding to.
Yep.
And he's like, I never said what the news was.
No.
I said it's big DCEU news.
Yep.
And you're not gonna like it. And that's all I said.
Yeah.
And then everyone just was like, well,
they assume.
Yeah. They're like, well, what would be a big thing that would happen right now that we wouldn't like? And that would be, again, Batman gets fucking delayed.
Yep.
Because again, I don't, this isn't the news he's saying, it's not the news.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't not believe it. Keep leaving. Sure, directors walk away from this company like it's their fucking job. They get paid to walk away. So I totally understand him doing it.
Yeah.
Matt leaving. But that wasn't the news he said. He never said what the news was.
No.
But for 2 days, that's all the stories have been coming out.
Yeah.
And then the Wrap
wrote
a report. I read the report.
Yeah.
Not saying that that's what John said.
Yeah, there was a back and forth between him and the Wrap too.
It is kind of... The Wrap didn't do a great job at reporting it.
Nor do they ever.
They were alluding to it.
Yeah.
And kind of reporting off the idea that the idea that this was true.
Yeah.
That Matt was leaving. And going off of what everyone else was saying, but not knowing if that was in fact the story or not.
Yeah.
And then, you have the Wrap and John going at it at Twitter a couple times.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. And
then today, Matt, the director for Batman, Matt Reeves, came out and said,
say it ain't so.
And then he put an emoji, a bat emoji.
And a thumbs up.
A thumbs up, and that's all he wrote. In response to someone asking him. The top tweet would have been someone asking, are you fucking leaving?
I do believe that's the first time in 36 episodes we have used the word emoji, other than maybe the movie. New stuff.
So, sidebar, I even said it to you in the last week's podcast that no one will ever hear.
Yeah.
Because we can't hear it.
Yeah.
That we were talking about something with the DC thing, and I told you, like, I predict Matt will leave next.
I think, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we were just talking about the state of the...
Something, but I told you
I think just the state of the DCU.
Yeah, because like, I don't not believe that he would leave. Like, if tomorrow morning I wake up and it says he dumped Batman, he's not doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. I 100% believe that, yeah.
100%.
100%.
100% I believe it. Because, like, why the fuck not? Why would anything go right for these guys?
No, because they have no fucking clue what they're doing.
So that was that story. And then the next DC news story was the Shazam.
Yeah, I have that.
Where there was a leaked behind-the-scene photo of Zachary Levi in his Shazam costume.
Shazam!
It's
It looks like the fucking thing.
It looks like the costume.
Like...
If I had one gripe...
The cape? With the hood?
Not the cape. The cape looks good. It's double layered.
Yeah.
His is. It has the hood, which I like the hood from 52. I like the gold. I like the red. If I had one gripe, it would be that... And this is just behind the scenes photo.
Yeah, we don't know. We haven't seen an official shot yet. We're just commenting on what we've seen.
The suit appears to be flat red. And what I mean by that is, like, obviously there's a little texture to it.
Yeah.
So you go to your Spider-Mans, going back to 2000.
Yeah.
The suit was red and blue.
Yeah.
But when you looked at it, you can Google an image of Toby's suit. There was like markings on the suit.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just fucking 70s spandex.
No, there was
right?
the dark web lining on it.
Yeah, like the web was 3D. The fucking even the red and the blue had like it was like a bunch of like it was made up of like a bunch of little circles or whatever, you know, like little octagon weird shapes, right?
Yeah.
And that's pretty much a bin.
Yeah.
What you're looking at right there.
Yeah.
See, it's not just flat.
I will throw a thing up.
Here, we'll throw up something.
We are not going off this because I will tell you what I did after. I didn't hit record till like 18.
Oh, a couple minutes?
The video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no intro?
There's the intro for sound, but not for video until like the 15-minute mark. But the main thing is...
How much video did we lose? We're at 21.
The first 15.
The first 15?
Yeah, I didn't do the first 15.
We're at 22.
Yeah, I know.
So we've only had 7 minutes of video?
Yep, because I was so worried about this, and I forgot. I looked at this and went, yep, it's squared, we're good to go, did the sync, and then I was like, fuck, I don't think I hit record. But I was more worried about the audio than I am video. So I'll just put a thing and be like, sorry, we forgot the video because we're idiots, blah, 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 you know, the usual. Cool. Yeah. But at least we have a real episode
just
36.
Put a card.
I'm just gonna put our thumbnail up.
Yeah, until
that mark, and then I'll put like sorry, video starts that thing. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'll do a thing. I'll do a thing.
So you see the Spider-Man photo.
Yep.
You see that.
There's the suit, and there's another. Yep.
Spider-Man photo. It's textured.
Yeah.
It just allows for different things. Now, like I said, just looking at it, it looks like it's flat red spandex on the Shazam.
Yeah.
I was like,
to play devil's advocate, again, that is a picture from a paparazzi
100%.
guy. We don't know fully like what it could be, basically.
But 100%, it appeared like it was just flat red spandex.
Yeah.
And I was like, it kind of makes it look a little cheesy. A
Yeah.
little cheap, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I was like, and it just makes it look cheap in the era of movies that we're in now with these guys.
Yeah.
So it was just something small with that.
Yeah.
But the suit looks great. He looks good in it. I like the cape. I thought for sure, because what's his name? The director, David something.
Yeah.
Is very vocal on social media.
I do wonder if DC told him to like pump the brakes.
No, like he still is.
No, but I mean like in terms of revealing actual stuff.
Well, what he had said a while ago was like, as soon as you guys get a photo, I'll give you the photo.
Yeah.
This is what he said a while ago.
Yeah.
So then everyone was like, well, we got the photo, now give us the photo.
I
thought for sure we'd get it by now, but we haven't.
What I'm going to predict, this is what I'm calling for the photo we first get of this. It's going to be, the hood's going to be up, and he's going to be maybe in the air, but we won't see he's in the air. But it's going to be like half a body shot.
And like just chest up, like
yeah,
pretty much the emblem with like his hood up, so you can't see his face.
Yeah, and a black silhouette with like lightning behind him, and it'll say Shazam.
That would be cool. A lot of people were predicting it to look very similar to the first Man of Steel one.
Yeah.
Right? It's the black one with just the S.
Yeah.
You see Henry's face, but it's all silhouetted.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll get for thing, because I think Wonder Woman's shot was almost the same thing too, right? Yeah. And then there, with the next one we got was like her kneeling down with the sword, I think. Which is a great shot.
But it looks good. I'm excited for the movie.
Yeah.
I want to see it, and I want to see that photo. I thought for sure we'd have it by now.
Yes. Staying on
the next DC thing I got in the last one. Did you see about Kirsten Wiig?
That's the whole story I'm holding up right now. She's
It's gonna be Cheetah in Wonder Woman 2.
Yeah.
It seems like from anything that it says she's entering talks.
Yeah.
Which just pretty much means that like
she's confirmed.
She's gonna do it. Like because sometimes you'll get weird. Sometimes you'll get these stories where like Kristen Wiig enters talks, and then next month you'll get, or next week you'll get Kristen Wiig is Cheetah.
Yeah.
And then other times you get Kristen Wiig enters talks, and then next year you see her in the movie playing the character. You never get that update like, how did the talk? You don't get that update. But anyway, so it seems like.
How do you feel about this?
I looked at her IMDb just because I want to see her movie list.
Very comedy driven.
Very comedy. There's been a few one-off of like kind of drama.
Yeah. I will
go with, so far they have not movies have been and
casting
missed the mark. They have not fucked up on casting.
Whoever cast for Marvel and DC, they are fantastic. Yeah. They have not missed.
They should be given DC. They should be given more to fucking do because they're
the
ones that
write the fucking script.
They seem the one. They are the ones that seem to know what they're doing. So far, casting has been great. So. Sure. If that's who they think and that's who they want and that's, go with it.
Okay, so moving right along to Sony/Fox stuff. Silver Surfer movie in the works from Sega creator Brian K. Vaughan. Cool. Love him. Silver Surfer's cool. Again, this falls under the thing of like, why the fuck are they making this movie?
Yeah.
Other than they have to because they have to keep going in case the sale doesn't go through.
Yeah, like I was telling you the other day.
Is that the Big D thing?
No, this is the animated.
Oh, okay.
Around the same time as that came out, and then there was another movie released too by Fox or something that they said they're making, or there was an update on something.
They're making a shit ton of these movies.
Yeah. Like Fox, Marvel.
Fox
is making a ton of Marvel.
They talked about Gambit. They talked about this. They talked about New Mutants, and I forget what the last movie was.
An executive was questioned like,
why the fuck are you making movies?
Like we all know, like it doesn't matter anymore. And he was like, we were told to move forward as if it's not happening. Like
which makes sense.
It makes sense. It does make sense, but it, like I said. I get it as a business standpoint. You got to move forward until.
Doom is the other. Doctor Doom is the other movie they were working on.
It's like playing for a sport team.
Yeah.
And you know you're going to get traded. You still have to play for that other team until the trade goes through.
This is still my favorite fucking quote because it's in every article. Channing Tatum Gambit is still looking to nail down a director. No shit. You guys go through fucking thing like I go through pants.
That's right.
Like, holy shit. How many directors are there in Hollywood left to be in this movie? Can I do it? If everyone ever watches this podcast that has any say everywhere, I will direct this fucking movie. What do I need to do? Have Gambit say some Cajun shit, throw shit, and be a fucking thief? Done. I can do that. Fuck. I can make a better movie than Fox could. Look at their fucking track record of X-Men movies. Yeah. Plus, they want to make 3 in the next year and a 3 in the year after that. With what? You're running out of X-Men that people care about. No one cares about.
You already did. You did Wolverine.
You killed Wolverine. You killed the real Cyclops. You killed the real Jean Grey. You killed the franchise. And then you tried to remake the franchise with fucking these other people. But then you just made it...
confusing us.
No, you have that. And you made it Jennifer Lawrence and Friends.
Yeah.
Like, all right, good job, guys. The Mystique and her cohorts are going to through it.
Mystique and crew.
Like, fuck. That rant was brought to you by me. Fox pisses me off more than fucking DC does. Because at least DC, like, yeah, they'll leak shit everywhere and blah, blah, blah. At least for the most part, we know they're making these fucking movies.
Yeah, they are moving.
These guys just throw shit at the wall to see what sticks, even more than DC does. Shit, they made another Fantastic Four movie just to keep the license. Just to spite people. Speaking of failures, the New Mutant movie, I think we talked a while ago about them doing reshoots. They're adding a character.
I think that was in last week's podcast. I think it was older news.
No, it was newer one. I got it this week. Yeah, they're...
yeah, that would have been last week.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if we talked about it. Yeah.
No one will know. So
no one will know. Surprise. Yeah, they're doing it. They're going to do blah, 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 add a new character. What?
There's no indication of how big of a character this is in the movie, but it is just like the whole idea that it was pushed back 12 months for what is supposed to be an indie film. Like, it was supposed to be a cheap film that just got our attention and made a quick buck. The second you add time to that, like they did over a year with reshoots, you've lost.
And add a character? This was reported as adding a new character. Yeah. If it was just some random fucking person that was in a scene or a few scenes to round out, whatever. This is adding, from what it seems, a principal cast member.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
You're going to reshoot your entire movie around it. Mm-hmm. That is fucking dumb, and you know it's going to be shit. If you need an indication of that, look at the Justice League.
Well, they've given themselves enough time to do it, but to reshoot. So if you what I'm saying is,
you shoot a movie and then add scenes in and cut and paste. It's still going to be shit.
But they've given themselves enough time to do it. Where DC did it in 3 months. They've given themselves over a year. But if they shot a movie for 120 million. And then they do 80 million reshoots. Not 200 million.
No,
this movie will not.
I feel tonally this is going to change it from what the little bit we've seen.
Yeah, the whole indie vibe that it was supposed to be, indie horror flick, isn't going to be there anymore.
No, you're done.
And like I said, the cost of it is not going to be what you set out to do.
Yeah.
It seemed like they set out to make a cheap X-Men movie that was...
While they waited for the next X-Men.
Yeah, to fill in the gaps, which I'm okay with. Throw something up to keep my attention.
Yeah.
But now you're trying to make it that tentpole.
Yeah.
I guarantee, you want it to be the $200 million movie, and it's like, it's not going to make that.
No, it's not. No. Staying on that, we got kind of confirmation about Deadpool's title. Yeah, it's Deadpool 2. AMC started rolling out displays, and it's basically Deadpool like hanging on his dick or hanging on his D.
Is the title? See, I was reading it, and I read it as so. It says
it's bigger Deadpool 2. So May 18th.
Yeah, is the title? It's bigger Deadpool 2.
According to
I read it as it's bigger Deadpool 2. Like that's the title. It's bigger Deadpool 2, not just Deadpool 2. According
to the thing here, it's Deadpool 2, which I thought that was like just a placeholder, but yeah, I guess it's just Deadpool 2. They might again, this is just a prop, so they might not put the whole title.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like that. But I like it. He's basically
I thought it was going to be Untitled Deadpool 2 sequel.
I like that.
I liked that.
It fits like with their whole modus apparatus appendix.
Another piece of movie.
Yeah, I got this.
Avengers is moved up to release April 27th, which was their overseas date, and now it's going to be their worldwide date. Everyone gets the movie at the same date.
And basically this was confirmed by Russo.
I got a tweet here of Robert tweeting to Marvel saying the entire world with a question mark, and then Marvel said that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, and then the next day the Russo brothers like put out the thing, and they were like, because of it opening overseas on the 27th and opening in the States May 4th, they were concerned that people were going to leak the movie, or like spoilers, i.e. they're going to pirate the shit out of this, which they do anyway, so like I can't see the correlation, but yeah.
But I'm sure there are people, well, yeah, because two things. So there are people who would overseas get the movie first, pirate it, and then you watch it here before it comes out.
And then spoil the shit out of it.
And then spoil the shit out of it. No, I'm not even talking about spoil the shit out of it. Because you can spoil a movie, there's different time zones. So...
But this isn't even a time zone thing. This is like 3 days before the movie comes out.
Well, yes.
Time zone spoilers I get. This is a whole, like, you could put the fucking movie out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You could put the movie out and pirate it, and then other people get it and watch it.
Yeah.
And then you release the movie worldwide like they're doing now, and people will still pirate it, and the people who weren't going to pay for it on May 4th still won't pay for it on the 27th.
Yeah.
They'll still just get that pirate copy
yeah.
and watch it.
But this, I think, curves that a little bit.
It curves the spoilers of having it out for 3 days or 4 days or whatever.
Because that, honestly, that would terrify me. Like, I don't want spoilers for this movie. You know there's all kinds of shit we haven't seen yet. Mm-hmm. Like, characters, plot, I don't want to be spoiled for that. I want to see this movie, like, fucking day and date. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go on Twitter and have one of those, like, it's trending, fucking, like, blah, blah, blah is in the movie. And I'll be like...
Hashtag someone
dies. Thanks. Like, I'd be fucking livid. Or, like, comic book movie does this, where they put the fucking spoiler in the goddamn headline. Or they put the fucking character, like you know it's a spoiler about this character, because that's the fucking image they use.
Sometimes I will say in their defense, sometimes that image is a decoy image. But
like 8 times out of 10.
No, because you don't read the spoilers. You instantly avoid. I will read a spoiler. I don't give a fuck what you're spoiling.
I do. I don't want to read spoilers for a movie.
I write the spoilers for fucking anything and everything.
I don't want to know spoilers.
I read those articles, and I can tell you that more times than not, that image is a decoy, not related to, like, the spoiler.
Maybe now, but originally, like, when I first started going to that site, it was fucking bad. But my fucking eye is twitching to shit. Hang on, dinner.
More movie news, or?
I got a shit ton of movie news.
Yeah, what else do you got?
I've got I was gonna go to Marvel announcing a bunch of dates and people speculating what they are. We have no idea what they are. They're sequels.
I saw that, but I didn't want to sit here. I wasn't gonna read the calendar.
I wasn't either. I'm just gonna say there's like 4 movies and they're sequels. The
year is 2020 and 2021.
Yeah,
and there's 3 movies in each year.
Yeah, there's sequels and maybe a couple new ones.
Maybe one new one.
There's no point at this point in speculating. We don't know what's going on with Fox. And Comcast isn't looking to buy it. I had a little update on that. Disney, for all intents and purposes, will own it. Yeah. And from the look of it, they could own DC's catalog as well next week. Did you see this?
I saw that because...
If the sale for Thing does not go through, they're going to split up Warner Brothers, all of its assets, and sell it off individually.
Because there was a reason why, because...
It's too big.
Someone else is trying something else that AT&T and Warner Brothers own.
Yeah.
Together. I forget what it was.
It's too much of a monopoly for.
It's too much of a monopoly, but there's something to do with shares. Someone else, or maybe this was the Fox deal. I might be getting it confused. The Fox and Comcast deal. Like, they own something. But Comcast owns 39% of some company, and Fox is trying to acquire the other 60%. So that's why there was 2 stories kind of conflicting with my mind right now, but yes.
Oh, they want to buy Sky.
That's what it is. Sky, between Fox and Comcast and Thing. They own it, but someone owns more percentage of it, and they want to get the other percentage of it before they sell it off to Disney, I think. Yeah. That's why they wanted to get it.
I can't... I don't know how much... From what we've read and seen, I don't know how much Disney really cares about this.
Oh, yeah. It's not important to them. They essentially just want it.
I mean, Fox can go ahead and buy it. Yeah, but it looks like DC could technically... Comics could be bought by Thing.
Well, I mean, at that point, like I don't think Disney could. Again, at what point does monopoly kick in then if Disney owns the DC catalogs too and their own catalog? You know, like
well, because it wasn't the movie catalog. It was the DC Comics.
It was, but also their film division.
But yeah, but if they split it up and then Disney just bought,
you would be buying all of Warner. You would be buying all of DC. Like they wouldn't sell it. I don't think they would sell it.
But no, that's how they were selling this movie studios and stuff separately from each division.
Each character too, then like
no, because it would be the entire comic catalog of characters.
From the movie catalog.
Yeah, why not? That's how the fucking things work now.
I don't see Disney.
Marvel owns Spider-Man, but the movie license goes to it. Would just be licensed out. Yeah.
I don't see it separating from catalog. Like at this point, in how lucrative these movies are, why would I buy the movie but not profit on the films? Or buy the comics and not profit. If I'm buying it, I'm buying the whole fucking package.
But if you can't,
Disney is attractive. I buy it in 2 fucking pieces.
But
if they're selling it, then I buy the movie.
Yeah, but you might the Federal Trade Commission maybe like no, you can't buy.
I can't buy the whole DC Comics. That's ridiculous.
No, but you could buy DC Comics, but you couldn't buy Warner Brothers.
No, but I'm not saying Warner Brothers. I'm saying DC Comics and their film rights. And that's what you're saying. You're saying they're selling the rights?
The movie studio... Yeah, they are, because the movie studio owns the film rights.
But they also own DC Comics.
Yes, but according to this article, if they split up Warner Brothers, those go separate, because one's a movie and one's a character right. Just like Marvel, to save its ass, sold off all of its character rights through movies. It has nothing to do with like selling off each individual character. It's the movie studio and TV studios that would be separate, because whatever the merger is between whatever fucking 2 companies, they can't buy all of Warner Brothers, so they would have to separate it. In terms of like studio goes here, studio B goes over, or like whatever production, right? They have all kinds of shit just like Fox does. Mm-hmm. So and then. Yeah, DC Comics as an entity would be a separate entity. Just like Marvel Comics and Marvel Film Studios are 2 separate entities.
There is no film studio for DC.
Yeah, but it's owned by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers owns the rights to the movies.
Yes.
So but the characters are all owned by them and they own the licenses. But if you sold off Warner Brothers Studios, the licenses would go that way because they're a movie license. Whereas, like, the rights to Batman would go over to whoever fuck bought it. So they would own Batman, but they would have to license out the movie from thing. Just like Marvel's name appears on Deadpool because they own Deadpool, but the license is done by Fox. Because now these things are so big. Because back in the day, no one gave a fuck. That's why Marvel sold them all off, right? Like, we don't give a shit about the big 3 and the Avengers because Spider-Man makes us money.
Yeah.
Which is why Fox was like, no, we'll just take the rights to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where we are with whatever. These companies are so big now. They own so much stuff.
That's why I'm saying.
They physically,
selling it character by character.
No, it would be...
You just said Batman. You would get Batman.
But you would all
get Batman.
No, I was using Batman as an example. You would get all of DC Comics.
So you would get all of them.
Just not the movie rights. Because they would go with the movie studio.
But they would all go with one person.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. So, but all I'm saying is, like, I don't see Disney doing that.
No.
I don't see Disney buying all these characters.
But if they had the choice to do it or not do it, they'd be like, fuck it, why not? If the Federal Trade...
If that's where I'm like, at what point then does that monopoly thing kick in and say, and the government goes, whoa, Disney, you can't own every comic character movie right.
Well, they could do that. They could be like, well, fine, buy the movie studio, but you can't have the comic characters. You already own Marvel. You own Star Wars. That's too much. You want the studio? Fine. Or they could be like, yeah, have the licenses characters, but you're not getting the movie studio. You just bought Fox. Stop being fucking greedy.
Yeah.
I could see that easily happening now.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just like, at that point then, like, why would you do it? To only be told, no, you can't. That's why I'm like, I don't
Well,
see
because
Disney.
why not? It doesn't hurt to try when it's billions of dollars to make money.
I guess, but like if that's the case, I would never watch another fucking movie from apparently Monopoly Disney again. I would never watch a movie. At that point, no movie I would watch because everything comes from them.
You would have no choice but to never watch a movie again. Or they could just not put...
I just would never watch a comic movie again. Like, I'd be done. I
wouldn't. I'd still watch them. Their track record for movies is fantastic. They could fix the DC universe. They could make Batman happy. They bring his parents back to life. Anyways, that is way too much of a conversation on topic. So yeah, you had this story too, right?
Yeah.
Sony and Momoa, they announced the release date for The Crow, which is October 2019. Placeholder date, basically. Oh, October 11th.
October 11th, 2019.
Okay.
Hey, that's the most information we've got in the 12 years this movie's been in production. It says in there that it was 10 years with the one company, and then Sony bought it last year.
Yeah.
And now they've given it a date. We got a director, we got an actor.
Oh, Relativity before Sony acquired the rights to it.
So at this point, I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't really care for The Crow.
Yeah.
I watched it. It is what it is. It's not a great movie.
Currently slated. Hang on, before we. I don't understand why we're getting a Crow movie, but currently slated to open on October 11th, 2019, is the Addams Family reboot, an adaptation of the Nickelodeon TV show Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's a Nickelodeon show.
It's on 16.
I thought it was an Us show. And yet another adaptation of the Golden Finch novel. So on that date, you're just getting a whole bunch of reboots.
That month.
That month, you're just getting a whole bunch of reboots. Okay. The first Crow, all right. I'm not really sure why we need
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay at best, and there's just a cult following behind it for obvious reasons.
That guy shot himself in the face.
And the movie is like, yeah, it's okay. You need a reboot.
Yeah.
You know? They made a bunch of direct-to-video fucking sequels. Like,
I watched one with David Boreanaz. It sucked. Like, they're not good. Because The Crow, right, it's just a character who comes back to avenge his thing. He's like Ghost Rider, but not cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, all right. And then they have a picture of him as Aquaman.
Yeah.
But, like, so he's going to play Aquaman and The Crow?
Yep.
Man, I guess they're going to have to play.
The Crow's not going to be a character. Like, it's going to be a one-off for him. He just makes a few million.
Oh, no, this will not be a one-off if it's successful.
If it's successful, no, but I'm not saying it's going to be.
Oh, it's not. I'm 100% calling it right now. I'm throwing down the gauntlet. This shit will bomb and hard.
I think it will.
Every one of these movies will bomb.
In that month?
Yeah. In that month.
But out of that list, I say, unless Addams Family or Are You Afraid of the Dark picks up the kid viewership,
I'm calling it right now. One of these two movies is going to make more money.
I was going to say, if one of those movies, if they pick up the kids viewership, they make the money. But if they don't grab the kids, out of that month, I say Crow would be the most successful one that month.
We're banking on shirtless Momoa being...
For the month?
Yeah. Yeah. On top of that, we also in development hell for the better part of 30 years, the Highlander reboot returns to life at Lionsgate. It has a brand new screenwriter. This script is expected to be turned in sometime soon. And yeah, we're going to get a Highlander movie. I don't know how I feel about that. I love Highlander as a franchise. I have seen every movie. I watched the entire fucking show with Adrian Paul. I watched the terrible movie they made that pretty much killed the franchise. They made an end movie where everything that was Highlander, they were just like, let's shit all over it. That was their plan. And at one point, there was supposed to be a game where you played a Highlander. And it was set in all different eras and shit. And it looked fantastic. And then it died. Of course, as it does. And I was sad because I wanted
Who was making it, do you remember?
The game? No, fuck no.
Okay, now, do you remember, was this PS2, PS3, where were the...
PS3.
PS3.
Early PS3. Like, it looked really good.
Like 10, 12 years.
Yeah, it looked really good for early PS, like, top-notch quality game.
Yeah.
And then just because the Highlander license wasn't going anywhere, they just outright can't. Like, it was one of those things where it was like, here's the game, looks fantastic, blah, blah, blah. Talked about it, showed shit. Nothing.
Never.
And then that was just the end of it. This has even less of a chance than The Crow. Like,
Yeah.
but I think this will get farther than Gambit.
Well, I think there's a better chance we'll watch the Highlander movie, yes, before we ever watch that Gambit movie.
Yeah. I wonder who they'll cast. I think...
I had that, the animated for Constantine.
Yeah.
What do you feel about these CW Seed shows? There's this one, there's Vixen, and I thought there was another one, I can't remember.
There is that one with that, we saw it in the crossover, that stupid idiot character that they used from the other Earth. The Rocket guy, or whatever the fuck his name was. He's from the universe. He was with the Captain Cold guy.
Oh, yes.
His show. Something in the Freedom Fighters.
Yes.
Bullet Ray. Yeah. Captain, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So, I will go with this. That being said, I could give two shits about the shows on the Seed. I love Matt Ryan's Constantine. I watched the first episode. It was all right from the season, from the series.
From Fox or whatever. Yeah.
I watched the first episode, and I had like 2, 3, 4, and I planned on watching it. I'm like, there's only 12 episodes. I'll just wait till it's done. Mm-hmm. Then it got canceled.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to watch any of this.
Yeah.
And then he was on Arrow?
I think he was on Arrow first.
He was on Arrow. He was fucking awesome on that. I'm like, that's cool. I might go back and watch it. Now he seems like he's going to be on Legends every now and then, which is cool.
Yeah, he pops in there.
Yeah. Now, and he was also in the, what was it, Batman, no, he was Justice League Dark or something? Is that the name of the movie?
Yeah, I think he voiced
He was in that, and he's awesome in that. I may very well check this out, because they can do stuff on the show that they couldn't do on NBC for practical reasons, because it's a
wherever
thing.
It was Fox or NBC.
I think it was NBC.
And but so when it originally aired, I watched like up until the first break, so like Christmas.
The
break,
first
so, like,
5 or 6.
5 or 6
yeah.
episodes or so. And coming off of Christmas, I just didn't get back to it quick enough, and then it was announced that it was going to end. So I was like, I was kind of like, what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, basically, I'm like, I'm done. Yeah.
But I was enjoying it. It was a good show. Same thing with you. I like him as the character. I think he does it well. I like him on Arrow. I don't watch Legends anymore, so. But I know he's been on there a few times. The CWC thing, I'm like, I like that he's still getting the opportunity, but without going, I don't want to go into a whole CW fucking rant, because we've done that so many times. But this is one of those things where, like, if they structured their network differently, they could have more characters, better quality.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave it at that. More characters.
I was gonna go on. I was gonna go on a thing there. I'm just real quick. You think with the now love for this character, and the fact that they may introduce Sunday programming, you think we get another chance at a live action one?
Like put them on Sunday nights?
Yeah. Or at least make a series and throw it on a night.
It's possible.
You could very easily pair this with Supernatural.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It would be nice if it did.
And at the rate it's going, Arrow's going to be canceled, so you can.
That's why I just more characters, better quality.
Yeah.
If they restructured and did like 12, even.
Yeah.
I would even go.
I think we talked about this last week, right?
I would even go as high as 15 episodes. You want to make one fine? I'll give you 15. You do 2 seasons.
Yeah.
of 15 episodes each. 2 series of 15 episodes each.
I'm in.
That's 30 episodes. That's more than what you're doing now, because you're only doing 22 total for a series. Or whatever, 23.
Yep.
You're going to push it out to 30. You get fewer fucking breaks, because the seams are always fucking off. They air 2 episodes and they're off for a fucking month. Because they got to stretch it out to the end of May, right?
Yeah, you need sweeps.
So you structure it differently, and your stories become more tight. You don't have a lot of filler, and you're doing Flash, Arrow, Legend, Supergirl, Lightning, Constantine, and now you got room for 2 more characters.
Yep.
Because you know they're coming. You know they're going to get shoehorned somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So restructure your network differently to accommodate these shows. Sure, you got all that fucking bullshit of contracts with the existing shows because they were already contracted to 24 episodes per season, so that sucks balls. But, I mean, you also as a network have the ability to be like, we'll just cancel you and start fresh. So if you don't want to sign a new 15 episode contract, just cancel the show.
So two quick side tangents I can add to this. We did not watch The Flash this week because we have 0 fucks to give about this episode. So
last night, right?
There's your
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
Flash, yeah.
So there's your recap of The Flash this week. It probably sucked. We didn't watch it. Moving on. You want to reach that limit. Make those your crossovers.
What do you mean?
So you have all these characters now. Yeah. I'm not saying you have to use all of them. But you do 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Just crossovers. You want to do a yearly crossover? There you go.
Yeah,
each year, that could be your finales.
Yeah.
Your finales. Have their shows end.
And now you're back up to 20 or whatever.
Yeah, have your shows end. There's your finales. You can have each.
And if you did that, you do it a lot better than you have been.
That's 5 episodes, 4 episodes. That's a whole little mini series. You can wrap it up.
Do 2.
Yeah.
Because if you did it in group, let's say group A is Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, Legends.
Yeah.
Then they do 15 episodes, and then they do 1 episode each.
Yeah.
It'd only be 1 episode each.
Yeah.
So they'd only have finished with 16 in total.
But even so, but I'm saying what I'm saying is not episode count. Well, yeah, episode counts for technically those shows, but character contracts as well. There's your contracts.
Yes, you're right, because it would bump you up to 19.
But you can still do 22. Have them appear kind of in other episodes. Maybe they stop to help out, or leading into the finale.
They have to be in full episodes for it to count. They couldn't do a walk.
The movies don't though. So if you have the same contracts that you do the movies, do it for your shows.
But not all those movie ones count as contracts.
Some do, because
some do.
What's his face's contract? Henry's. Right now he has 1 left.
He has 1 left. He wants to use
Shazam as a cameo and then start a whole new contract. So if it works the same way, do the same thing. Pay your actor for that episode, blah, 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 you're done. CW, we fixed your shit.
It would just, I could talk to the guys at that network for fucking days. And fix the damn thing.
Yeah. Fuck this guy. Watching a loop of whatever fucking thing this is, and it's just Leto being Leto. Sorry, Joker. But the Constantine news was it premiered at WonderCon and also on the Seed at the same day. So at WonderCon, they got a nice little surprise of watching the show.
So with animated, we could get our first look of the Deadpool series on FXX by March 15th.
Fuck yeah. That's going to be awesome. I love animated shows of DC Marvel characters that push the boundaries of what they should be, of their true characters.
The DC movies have been a weird, subliminally questionable behaviors have been in those movies.
The fucking Titan movie?
The Backer one, or Killing Joke, that was...
yeah. What was the one after the Killing Joke?
I don't remember.
Oh God, there's so many. Oh.
There's been a few.
I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch that trailer again.
It was like,
so, I'm on a website right now while we're getting the news.
Right now
it's playing the Venom thing, which I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to watch this movie. So I scroll down. The fucking thing pops up on the right hand side. Fuck you, comic book movie. Just close that because fuck you.
But yes, so Deadpool.
That's Donald Glover's, right?
Yeah. Spearheaded by Donald and Stephen Glover.
Yeah.
Of Atlanta fame. There's some. FX is doing their upfronts earlier than normal, specifically March 15th, alongside with FXX sister network. So that's why their release could be, or an image of it could be by then, because they're doing their upfronts earlier than normal.
Sweet. I have more stuff because this is just what I do. I grab random things that look interesting. So we don't usually report on shit like this, but this was cool. And I think it speaks volumes to this company as a whole. The WWE. Right now, SmackDown Live.
One second. Is this from the one that at the bottom of the other page?
Yes. I've seen this on other sites, so I was good with it. Yeah. SmackDown Live is currently having ratings problems, which is weird because normally it's the higher rated of the two.
SmackDown is better than Raw.
Yes.
Ratings-wise.
Rating-wise, yes.
But not better quality.
Usually they go on and off, but usually SmackDown has been the higher one because Vince doesn't touch it. So right now they're kind of in a lull where it hasn't. So what's happening now is Fox is looking to get the rights from USA. And
they want sports.
They want
right. Like that's the whole idea of them selling their stuff.
Yeah.
They just want to deal with sports and sports entertainment and all that stuff.
Yeah, so they could use it for Fox Broadcasting as well as. But what this article states, and I think they're wrong, but this they're saying that it could fall under the Disney umbrella because it's this. We're still kind of iffy on what Fox stations work with what in terms of what they're doing, but we're pretty sure this would fall under Fox stuff. Yeah,
like Fox Sports.
So
they're keeping Fox Sports.
Yeah, it's whatever the hell it is. So the TV rights are like $400 million a year for these companies. Mm-hmm. It's very fucking lucrative, but more so because the WWE is technically bigger. So what USA wants to do is take these shows and make them their flagship shows. But the kicker for this is that it will knock Monday Night Raw back down to 2 hours. Because it has to. Because it will air from 8 to 10, and that's when news affiliates will start taking over. Mm-hmm. So right away, that's fucking fantastic. Because Raw being 3 hours long is one of the reasons I don't watch any of them.
So USA, I didn't think both shows aired on USA.
They do now. They have for a while, yeah. So they have Fox right now has the rights to the UFC. USA has the rights until next year for Raw and for WWE. Yeah. I don't know how long the rights to UFC is, but according to this article, they will kick them to the curb and automatically go with the WWE.
It's weekly.
Yeah, it's a weekly product.
It's a bi-weekly.
More people will watch it. Exactly. And you could work out whatever extra shows you want because they're kind of been going into that lately of extra. There's 205 Live. There's, what is it, Superstars?
Something.
Some other fucking show no one watches. But yeah, I saw this earlier today, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And they're very much in talks.
I would imagine at this point, just going with the whole Disney thing, you brought it up.
Yeah.
That Fox essentially has said, we will sell this. Disney said, we will buy it for this much.
Yeah.
Anything that Fox acquires now is not part of that deal.
Yeah.
This would not go to Disney in a year and a half. Like Disney's like own the television rights to WWE.
And again,
this is what Fox wants. This was the point of them selling their film rights and their movie rights.
Yeah.
For because they just want sports.
Yeah. They fall under if they did, let's just hypothetically here, if they did fall under Disney's umbrella, it's still they're not Disney. It's just they're a subsidiary of Disney.
Yeah, but
just like Disney has Miramax. So
this is the thing that we've been going over is when it comes to the networks and the channels and the things.
Yeah.
No, Fox is still gonna have Fox Sports. Like they are owning Fox Sports. Disney is not buying that.
Yeah.
That's not part of the deal.
But shows will still air on Fox.
Yes,
they just won't.
Simpsons will air on Fox.
Yeah. So this,
but
in all likelihood,
owned by Disney.
In all likelihood, like if this does go through, Monday Night Raw will be on Fox Sports 1.
Yeah, or even still, it could air on Fox. Because Fox is keeping the channel and like renting the space to Disney.
I can't see Fox stupid enough to air these in prime time while shows are on. If you have the network, right? They would. Yeah. You'd more likely want to license out. I don't know what's on Monday on Fox.
Yeah.
But you're more likely to get more viewers if you put these out. They will die.
Yeah.
100%. Like they get.
I know Monday night at 8 or 9 is Gotham.
Yeah.
Right. So they're not going to dump Gotham for this, but they should. But you're right. So this would air on Fox Sports 1, but it would air on Fox Sports, which is the channel that they want and the channel that they will still have ownership of.
Exactly. Yeah. And it'll get the plus. I believe Fox Sports 1 has a bigger reach than USA.
Oh, for sure.
But I just thought that was a cool little story of wrestling. We don't normally report on what's going on in wrestling because we would never fucking stop reporting on what's going on in wrestling. I'll talk to you later. There's a lot of shit behind the scenes. They're really worried about like Roman Reigns and shit like that. It's actually hilarious.
Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman. Okay, so I can close that. We talk about that in a minute. You see, Disney's moving its live action Mulan back.
Yeah, they announced that with
a bunch of other stuff they moved.
The Marvel releases, the dates.
Yeah.
They announced that Mulan was being pushed back to 2020. I was like, okay.
I think just to give it more time, which fine. The live action ones we've been saying that they've been all right.
Yeah, they've been good.
One of the things I didn't bring up while we were talking about the Disney moving Infinity War, it gives it room to breathe by 7 days because of all the stuff that's actually coming out. Because
May was a big month. There was Infinity,
because
there was Deadpool,
and Solo. So it gives it 7 days a jump start on the other two movies. And
it should be more than 7 days.
No, because like May the 4th or whatever. Isn't what?
Solo wasn't opening the same day with them. They all appeared in the same month.
Deadpool's I think the 18th, and I forget when Solo's is.
I thought it was the week
But I think the article said it gives it like 7 extra days or 7 more days or whatever the fuck it was. But either way, they might have said international reasons why. I think that's the reason why. Mm-hmm. They wanted to give it more time to make money.
Yeah. It's going to make all its money right away.
Do you see Solo making money?
Solo's going to make money.
You think so?
Oh, 100%.
I see a lot of people talking about it, and I was like, I don't care.
Oh yeah, no.
Like Rogue One did all right.
Ask me if I cared.
No, I didn't ask you that because I don't care either. Like Rogue One.
Do I think Solo will make money? Yes.
Yeah, you think so?
Do I think it's not gonna make Force Awakens money?
Do you think it'll make more money than Rogue One? I don't think it'll beat the main.
I'd have to see what Rogue One was. Give me a second.
I don't think that.
Let me look at the numbers for Rogue.
We're looking up stuff. We're looking up box office numbers. It made $1 billion. 1 second. I want to get like opening weekend. Sorry, we're looking up stuff. I wonder what the marketing budget for that was. Do you want to do like weekend numbers or like total box office? You got total box office?
Opening weekend was 155 million.
I don't know if Solo will beat that. If it does,
it just did over $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah, 0.0056 because it made that's worldwide total.
Yeah,
because it made
532 domestic and 523 foreign.
Which do we count as domestic?
Yeah, we're domestic. North America. It's North America.
Yeah, we're domestic. Yeah, I wasn't sure because sometimes it's iffy depending on how they report it and say it.
We're always domestic.
We're domestic because we're like 20 feet away.
Yeah, we're always. It's It's North America versus the world.
And it made 29 on its Thursday night preview. It was the highest grossing of opening of Thursday in 2016. On Friday, it made 71, ending the 12th highest grossing movie of all time. Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, it made... Oh, it won't be Last Jedi. Hands not like...
Well, there's not a huge difference between Rogue One and The Last Jedi. There's like 80 million between the two, domestically.
Yeah, domestically.
So, like, you're asking, will it beat Rogue One?
I don't think it will.
I think it...
If it does, it's very slim.
If it beats it's going to be slim. We'll do domestic. If it beats it, it's going to be slim.
Yeah.
But, like, it's the idea, like, plus or minus. In this case, plus or minus 50 million is nothing, but it's plus or minus 50 million, plus or minus even 100 million.
Yeah.
It's like,
But we say that, but the way they're going to report it is going to be like, yeah, it didn't make as much.
So,
I don't. If it does beat it opening weekend, I can't see it being long haul good. Like Rogue One did long haul good, because word of mouth, like it was good. Mm-hmm. This movie is like this.
Last Jedi kind of made a lot of money, but then word of mouth got out and it started dropping money.
This like I see this just being like the people who want to see it will see it, and that's it. Like, I don't know if word of mouth...
There's a lot of Star Wars fans.
There is. And there's also a lot of bitchy Star Wars fans.
Yes, and there's a lot of Star Wars fans.
But this ties into...
The story.
Rogue One tied into kind of the overall narrative. Han Solo's does, but, like, means jack shit.
The other day it was released where this fits in.
Yeah.
But it was weird, because it directed me to a webpage, and it had a bunch of... like, I had a timeline.
Yeah.
And it had... books, novelizations that are still canon, and that's where this is going to fit in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I saw it very quickly, and I was like, but where does this fit in what I count as canon, which are the movies?
After 3, before 4.
After 3, before 4, and before Rogue? It would be before Rogue, because Rogue goes between 3 and 4.
It could vary. Yeah, because Rogue leads right into 4. So yeah, that's before Rogue.
It would be before Rogue.
Yeah. So in between 3 and 4, before Rogue. I do not care. I do not need a backstory for Han Solo.
Yeah.
I don't.
I haven't needed one, and I don't care.
No, he's Han Solo. He's cool. End of story. I'm done.
Shot first.
Yeah. Fuck you. He shot first. The only people who argue otherwise are the people who recut the movie. So I have some comic book stuff. There was a trailer for the 1000 Action Comics. Did you see this?
Play it?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I figured I haven't seen it either. It's just kind of like I think it just shows off all the covers and stuff like that.
Poster. Have you seen this poster that image came from? It's
no.
a poster. It has to be fucking massive of the covers of all 1,000 issues.
Cool. Oh, this is cool. So it's just showing off all the things.
That's the poster right there.
Oh, that's cool. Can you buy that?
Yes, you can buy that poster.
Oh, let's buy it.
And it's the poster with all 1,000 covers.
That is super cool. We talked about this last week. I just want to throw it in again because I think I'll throw them up. So we'll show the poster right here. Mm-hmm. Also, shortly after this, I'll stall for a second. Stalling for that. We'll throw up the variant covers. What we did last week, and I noticed this afterwards, we talked about them, and then we didn't really say what they look like because I didn't look them up.
Yes.
The variant covers. Yeah, I have no idea what any of them look like.
Haven't?
Nope, I haven't seen any of them. So when I
quickly look them up right now. This will be the last part of the story because we're already like over.
What are we at?
14.
Whoa.
So. 1,000.
Yeah, did I put 1,000? Oh, I put 100. I can't type for shit. I didn't put man. I was hoping to just like half type this, but whatever.
You're gonna want Action Comics too.
Oh, it's Action Comics, right? Yeah, that's right. I don't like my keyboard so far away. There we go. Quickly looking at all the variants.
So this was the 30s.
That's the 30s?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
40s.
Cool.
50s. Very 50s.
Yeah.
60s was
very 60s.
70s.
Is he gonna make out with the flagpole?
It's a weird pose. This one's
I'm not feeling it. I like the 90s. It looks very 90s. Clark Kent-esque.
What bothered me with the 90s one is when you think 90s Superman, what do you think of?
Lois and Clark?
Mullet.
Ah, right, yeah.
Where's his mullet in this picture?
I assume this is after the mullet.
And then 2000. The only one not released was the 80s.
Oh, I wonder if
I wonder if whatever. Yeah, it just wasn't released.
That looks very Alex Rossi.
It's Lee Bermagero.
Yeah. So I will throw all of these up afterwards. That's cool. Really quickly, Booster Gold teased that Marvel Universe is another timeline in the DC Universe. They've teased it before. Basically, in the comic, he was like, he could call Skeech Jeeves. Because he's like the butler from Thing. Also, this week in Marvel, or last week in one of Marvel's books, they slightly recolored a version of DC's Shazam, and he appeared in one of the pages depicting alternate universe Captain Marvels. So that's kind of cool. They've always kind of hinted that each, like, because of the multiverse, these are technically universes within each other, and they've teased villain versions of each individual characters within their own like stuff. I just thought it was a cool little nod that I saw this week. I think that was kind of it. There was a whole bunch of other crap, but so much crap happens during the week that I'm just like, that sounds interesting, and then by the end of the week, other shit happens, and I'm like, that's not so interesting. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm done. But that being said, I'd like to thank you for joining us again on the Talking Bull podcast. I'd like to thank everyone who has watched, listened. That's pretty much it, because none of you guys comment or anything.
Follow, subscribe.
You have subscribed, and you have followed, and you have shared, so I do appreciate that. But comment, guys. Let us know what you think. We can only shit on us so much. You guys should take a turn.
The first comment's going to be like, we think you're fucking stupid.
I'm okay with that. Any voice of logic would be, though. I'd also like to thank everyone who has, the couple people who jumped into the live stream last week and watched it for a few minutes before you dipped. I don't blame you. And the people who have watched the VOD version of it on YouTube, I'd like to thank you guys for watching that. I will be trying to live stream regularly. I don't know what I'm playing. I just kind of whatever. But this has been the Talking Bull podcast. We'll be back next week with more random crap. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. See ya.